Alright, so I picked up a copy of Wands for Oculus Quest the other day and gave it a tryout. It looked like it was going to be super fun, and so I wanted to check it out. Basically, this video is going to be the introductory parts of this and a couple of early matches with some commentary. So let's get into this, let's check it out, and I'll tell you about what I liked and didn't like about it. Let's go. Alright, so to start out with, this room is amazing. It's extremely immersive. Again, it doesn't translate well in 2 dimensions, but super cool looking. I love the Victorian look. I love the industrial look to it. And the controls so far in this were very intuitive. You know, it's picking things up and moving. They give you help and assistance with what buttons to push right inside the game. And not only that, though, that gives you a little bit of experience on what's going on in the game itself. So, you know, they teach you how to teleport in here, and you're going to need to teleport when you're actually in the game.
Now enter the practice hall. This place is known as the practice hall. As you know, the use of magic is strictly forbidden. But here, far below the streets of the city, you should be well hidden from the eyes of the church. My lord has left further instructions on the wall to the left. First, let's start by selecting a spell from your wand.
So I'm getting my feel for how to switch between spells and how to cast spells here early on. It's pretty easy to pick up with this. The joystick helps you or allows you to pick the various spells. You have a mana bar on the left. Each spell costs mana. You have your life bar on the right. Of course, when you run out of life, you die. And you have various defensive and offensive spells that you can choose from. And it'll show you how to do that here in just a minute. But this gives you the chance to, shoot a few spells and get an initial feel for how to use the wand.
Welcome back. Now would be a good time to explore the relic bench. Please approach the relic bench. Lord Galt kindly left behind some relic materials for you. These can be used to construct any of the relics you see. Go ahead, try it. First, select the highlighted relic. Good. Now unlock the highlighted relic. Excellent. The relic you just unlocked can be placed into any of the wands in your possession. You can replace any of the relics currently in your wand with the one you have just unlocked. Now let's take a look at the wand station to your right. At this station, you can customize the appearance of your wand. Different appearances can be unlocked with relic dust. This dust is acquired by dueling other relic wielders in the Beyond. But since you don't have any relic dust at the moment, we should probably just move on for now. Let's visit the last stop of our tour, the gallery. This is the gallery, a place where you can alter your appearance. As my lord would say, such disguises allow us to become who we truly are. Perhaps now is a good time to explore the rest of the facilities. This concludes your introduction to Lord Galt's workshop. If you would like to experience the introduction again, you can do so at any time by visiting the blackboards. Return to the portal device once you're ready to explore the beyond further. I do believe you are now fully prepared to test your limits. You may now use the portal to duel other relic wielders.
Okay, so I just picked the first zone here. I don't know the difference between any of them, so I picked the first one to give it a try. And we're going to start the match. It'll do well, actually it brings you to a zone. Now this zone looks totally cool as well. If you look around, again, the immersion, just the look of it just is badass. It looks great. And there's a few options here where you can, change some game settings and go back, whatever. Or you can start the match. So this is my very first match. I will say, in advance, I did terribly. So this is just like a little arena. I didn't know I could. I forgot I could teleport. You see, I'm just firing at this guy using mana. There's a shield that he's not firing at me. I just used a shield. I didn't really know what the green things were. But I was dropping a little bit of poison, a little meteor on him, and he's moving around, and I'm just standing in one place, right? So I'm just firing away. What I didn't realize is I could teleport around the room. It's very helpful to be able to teleport and chase him around, or to move to line of sight him while you're recovering mana, things like that. Didn't do that. I just stood there and didn't really understand totally what I was doing, but it's interesting. And let me tell you, this gets your heart pumping because it's like a PvP match. I mean, when you're competing against somebody else who's trying to kill you, it's very exciting. Very gets your blood racing. So now I started doing pretty good. I almost killed him right here, and then he sneakily put this thing on the ground that was firing me from the flank, and I didn't realize it. So I'm just sort of standing in its line of fire and dying. Boom. You lose. Alright, not a great first match, but I was just kind of getting the feel for how things flowed. Tell you what, man, you get in there in that three-dimensional environment, when he's hopping around and you're wondering what's coming at you and stuff. It's very exciting. It's very fun. Alright, so we're gonna try another match here. I did quite a bit better on this one. I had kind of figured out some things, so let's just experience this one. And as with the others, the zones are cool looking, but we'll just let you watch this. So, as you can see, teleporting is very helpful. I won that one, by the way. Yep, there you go. If you win, you'll get some bonus points, bonus dust, and things like that. You can take that dust back, and you can buy spells, you can buy wands, and you can buy avatars. So it's really a grind at this point, but I did not play any real people. I just played against the AIs because I was really just trying to get a feel for it. I think this is the last match I shared with you. This is a pretty cool zone as well. The zones are beautifully done. Yep, and there I go. I won. Woohoo! Just took a quick look around before that kicked me out. But look, I had a lot of fun with this. I expect to be playing this a lot. Hopefully I'll get pretty good at it. There's a few things I want to... I'm hoping, because I do feel like the changing of the spells is kind of clunky. It just doesn't happen as quickly as I'd like. I'd like to be able to like control the spells with the left hand and fire with the right, because I find myself, as I'm trying to aim, thinking about which spell, and then, oftentimes when he fires a big one at me, I don't have time to pick the protection spell and cast it. I just feel like, it's just all being done with one hand, kind of makes it a little more, a little slower than I'd like. Now with the left hand, there are certain things you can do. You can turn left and right rather than having to physically turn your body. You can turn your vantage point 90 degrees at a pop and things like that. So there are certain things you can do with the left hand. I'd love to be able to pick the spells with the left hand and fire with the right. Just focus on aiming with the right rather than aiming, wondering which spell to pick, and then having to acquire the target and fire. So there are a few things I'd like to see better, but overall, it's beautiful, it's fun, it's exciting, it's immersive. I enjoyed it. For $20, can't beat it. All right, thanks for coming by and sharing this time with me, and hopefully, you'll be out there playing. Maybe I'll meet you in a duel match or something. In the meantime, have a good one. We'll see you later.